Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl Mo, the man with the glam, genuinely living authentically as me. And if you're also genuinely living authentically as you, I would love for you to be a part of the Glam Fam. To my left, I have one of the top Glam Fam members. Y'all, I'm sorry. I had to do it because my husband, if you're new here, this is my husband, Keon. But he always says, I am not a part of the Glam Fam. So I just had to do that to him. So anyway, GLAM also stands for God loves every member. So, excuse me, God loves all members. So that part, you can be part of that GLAM, right? You just can't get with the word glam.
Like, I just see glitter.
When you see glam, you think of glitter.
Unicorns and
rainbows.
sequins and all that stuff.
So it's just hard for you to get with glam.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a man. I'm part of the man fam.
He's part of the man fam.
Alpha male.
You are he is very much an alpha male. So, well, anyway, I had to mess with him about that. But welcome. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you are joining me again for another weekly vlog. Today is April the 6th, I think.
You never know the date.
Oh, I was right. April the 6th. It is a Sunday. So I know that you know, if you're a member of the Glam Fam, you know where we're going. To church. But of course. But anyway, on the way to church, I was just thinking like of something to talk about, like a little car chat. And if you haven't watched my vlog from last week, then I'm going to need for you to check it out. So I'll link it in the cards. Just click the card and you can watch it. But make sure you finish this one. But anyway, we went to some of our friends' house, and they got a new place, and we had plans to do brunch and all of those things. And it was a good time. It was a really good time. The food was delicious. The company, the fellowship, the atmosphere, everything was so good about it. But it made me think about something because as a housewarming gift, because they just got a new place, we took them a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Because that's just always a nice gift for people who drink wine, because there's nothing wrong with wine. But when it comes to Keon and I, we don't drink wine.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let Keon share with you guys the reason.
Yeah.
But it just made me think about how you can be in an environment and not compromise who you are based on your convictions and still have a good time. So I want Keon to share why we don't drink any alcohol.
Yeah, so I'm driving, so I can't
Yeah,
really
I'll hold it.
Okay. So now I used to drink more than wine, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But God convicted me of that a while ago now. And I told him, I said, okay, well, and he never said that it was a sin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Paul in the Bible said, all things are lawful to me, but does it edify? Right? So I could do whatever I want to do. That's what all things are lawful means. But like the thing is, God had shared with me, he said it's not that it's a sin. He said, but the enemy has it planned to where one day you'll reach for it and not reach for me. Or one day you'll reach for it when you should reach for me. And so it was like a thing to make you fall. So when God told me that, like when the Lord shares stuff like that with me, I take it to heart because he always knows something I don't know.
Right.
And I could have been like, wait, it's just drinking. Like I know a lot of pastors that drink. It's not a big deal.
And it's just wine. And Jesus turned water to wine.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm wise enough to know, first of all, don't argue with God. If he knows it's best for me, then I'm going to obey.
Right.
So that's the main reason. And I told my wife about it, and she was like, well, if you're not drinking, I'm not drinking.
Right.
And so, that's the reason why we don't. It's not to condone, like it's not that we trying to bring down anybody else or be a party people. It's not. It's just something that we don't do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I think about also just from another spiritual standpoint, like generational curses.
Yeah.
And you know how something may not be a problem for one family, but it may be a problem for another family.
Iniquities.
So like iniquities that travel in the bloodline. So if that's something that maybe in your family addiction runs strong or alcoholism runs strong, that could be a way of God trying to say, hey, I don't even want you to play with this idea because it can grab a hold of you and take control, where in another family that may not be an issue and they can drink their wine or whatever and have no issue. So
and let's be honest, it's more than just, like you said, it's more than just wine. You're talking about also food. You
Yeah.
talking about, you got a lot of people who are gluttonous,
Right.
and their family, like, some people just love to eat. And
Right.
we're from the South, so we know a lot of families like that. My family is like that.
Well,
We
most
love to eat.
family,
Yeah.
because a lot of times that's how everything is celebrated
Yeah.
around food, you know?
Exactly. So it's those type of things. Some people should never entertain, like, with wine and stuff like that. If you know
Yeah.
your family has a history of alcoholism,
Right.
it's something you shouldn't do, because
Right.
you're already bent towards that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's just certain things you got to be wise.
Yeah,
you know?
or like even like if your family has struggled with stuff like lust or porn or
Yep.
things like that,
Yep.
then you have to be careful of what environments you're in.
A lot of addictions, all of that.
Yeah, it doesn't make the environment wrong.
Mm.
It just because of your convictions
There
and
you
your
go.
family line and stuff like that. We have to consider those things.
Yep.
So thank you for sharing that. I think it's so important for us to listen to God because, like Keon said, He knows something we don't know.
Always.
He sees the future. We don't see the future, you know? So,
Exactly. So yeah, compromise is a thing. Like the word compromise is comprised of two words, co and promise, right? And what you got to know about that, because I had to do a deep dive and a study on it, so that's why I know this. But it's two things. It's like God has already given me a promise. Keon, if you stay away from this, you'll be great, because the enemy wants you to gravitate towards this so that you'll fall. So I have a promise that if I don't do this, then this will happen for me.
yeah.
So if I compromise, that means I want this and the promise.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's how you fall. When you want to add things to the promise that God didn't tell you. He was like, no, I told you if you do this, you'll get the promise. But a lot of people want to add things to the promise, and that's how we end up falling. Compromise.
Wow. That's good. And another thing you shared with me, what you just said, that God said that one day you'll reach for it instead of reaching for me. You see that a lot in people trying to soothe themselves.
Yeah.
So like when they get stressed, they reach for that thing,
Yeah.
whether it's food, whether it's alcohol, whether it's drugs, whether it's sex, whatever the thing is, reaching for it instead of reaching for God. And didn't He tell you that anything that you pretty much soothe yourself with or something like that instead of Him is sorcery?
Yeah. Well, it's sorcery for sure, because anything that brings you pleasure other than Him, not pleasure. It's
Yeah.
more so like anything that you reach for to
In time
soothe
of
you,
trouble.
in a way of relieving you. And what I mean by that is, we just saw this crazy lady walking
Yeah,
backwards.
walking backwards.
Like in a neighborhood, like that's
A
funny.
beautiful neighborhood.
But so long story short, that was funny.
Yeah.
All right, but the thing is, anything that, and what he was talking about at that time when I first got saved, I used to smoke cigarettes, and
Yeah, that's what it
he
was.
said anything that you seek other than
Relief.
me for relief.
That's the word.
That's what it
Seek
was.
relief.
Relief for, because I used to. And anybody who smokes knows that whenever you eat, you want to reach for that thing. Whenever you get aggravated, you're gonna reach for that cigarette. Anytime anything like that, you're gonna reach. And he was like, you can learn a lot from an addict. He was talking about myself. You can learn a lot from an addict. He said, next time you get aggravated, reach for me. And that's how I learned to walk closely with God, because I got aggravated a lot.
Yeah.
I began to just reach for Him in areas where I would reach for my cigarettes or reach for a drink or something like that.
That's so good. That is so good. Thank you for sharing that this morning.
Of course.
So yeah, I just wanted to do this quick car chat and just ask you guys, is there anything that you notice in your life that you reach for, like in times of stress or times where you feel uncomfortable, that brings relief? And if so, you don't have to share that part in the comments, but if so, then I would evaluate that area and just ask God, give that area to God, give it to God, and start reaching for Him.
Yep.
So,
And also with compromise, like, is there areas that you're compromising your faith? Is there areas that you're compromising what God told you to do? Like, if I go around friends, and I know what God told me, and they're like, hey, man, it's just one drink. It's my birthday.
yeah.
And I'm like, dang, bro, okay, yeah, it is your birthday.
Because of that pressure.
Yeah, I'm compromising.
Yeah.
And so ask yourself also, like, is there areas that I'm compromising? Did God tell me to get off social media for a while?
Yeah.
And
also,
and I want to be on. No, you good.
I was gonna also say that also evaluate relationships. If there are any relationships that they kind of push you or kind of pressure you into compromising.
Yeah.
So your friends know what you do and what you don't do.
Yeah.
And if there's relationships that they're trying to push you to do things that God told you not to do, then you need to evaluate that relationship. Don't you think?
Yeah. I used to have friends, and notice I say used to have friends who told me, "Oh, you just have strong convictions." And I used to think about that thing like, okay. But I thought about, I said, well, wait, that means you have weak convictions?
Right.
Like, because not that I'm trying to make you do what I do, but at least evaluate it. At least evaluate it. You know, somebody told me, Keon, I don't like the way you blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm grown, you grown. But I would, because the word tells me that if I cause somebody else a stumble, I at least supposed to evaluate myself.
Yeah.
And say, wait a minute, is this thing, am I really hurting somebody by doing this? Lord, help me.
Right.
At least consider that.
Right.
And so that's the thing, you know, we just have to be mindful of that.
Right. And I think also understanding when you're evaluating relationships that, you know, if there's a relationship that makes you feel like you're compromising or you're agreeing with something that you don't, that is a conviction, then it is okay to step away from relationships. Yeah. You know, God has taught us that there's a way to part in peace.
Part in peace, yeah.
You know, because we're not trying, you don't have to try to make the person do what you know, have the same convictions as you. But at the same time,
that's actually wrong.
That's wrong, yeah. So you can't force anyone to have the same conviction as you, nor should you want to. Yeah. But at the same time, they have to understand that because that's not your conviction, it's mine. Yeah. And you know what I mean? And it's just as equally as important that you understand that because this is a conviction of mine and it affects me in this relationship, then I have to sometimes step away from it. So. For sure.
Sorry, that was ambulance.
Ambulance call. I knew he was going to say that.
Everybody. Sorry, y'all.
Oh my gosh. I knew you
had to be done. It had to be done.
Yes, yes, yes.
Shout out to the person in the ambulance car.
Pray for the person in the ambulance car.
Too.
Yes.
Is there like a biking rally today?
Something's going on today.
I know.
But anyway, guys, we're heading to church. I'm not going to do a video on church because you see it every week. But I know every Sunday it's just going to be doing the same thing, praising God, getting the word. But I will link the word, the sermon for today, a summary, in the description box, as per usual. So we'll see you guys after church. To Whole Foods. I had to do a return, but I'm also looking at this water, this Waterloo water, sparkling water, and when I scanned it on my Yuka app, it is really good, 100 out of 100. So I think I want to try this. Let me show you. This water right here is peach flavored, so I bet that's good, and I'll show you what it scans on my Yuka app. Good morning, guys. So it is another day. Obviously, it is at Thursday, April the 10th. And today I'm going to be in my Professor Patterson mode because I got to go check out another student. Fun times. I don't know why they won't just do what they're supposed to do, but they won't. So that's where I come in. So anyway, we're going to Glendale, California. It's the same place we went for my last one. If you watched that video, my last student pop-up. So we're going there again today. But I'm just going to do a little bit of makeup, and I'm going to put on my glasses because you know what I said, I feel like more professional with my glasses on. So I'm going to put them on, and then we're going to head there. Ken is going to go with me because afterwards we're going to go, he has to do some printing. He has to do some printing for some shirts he has to mail out. And then also I am going to go look for a pot and some potting soil for my plant, for my fruits and vegetables from my hydroponic garden. So I will insert a video of what my hydroponic garden is looking like. I am so proud of it. It's like really outgrowing the system. All right, but I think I was talking about my hydroponic garden, but anyway, yeah, so I need to pot it, and I'm really nervous because I just don't want them to die, because like the hydroponic environment is like perfect for growth because it has like the lighting and it has the water that's already being pumped to it. And then I was looking at like how to switch it over, and um this one particular lady was saying that you have to keep it really watered really good because it's used to being in like constant water. So I'm like, okay, I've really got to be on top of this. So I'm a little nervous. So you guys gonna have to pray for me and my vegetable garden. Um, but hopefully everything will be fine. And even if not, it's a learning experience. So yeah, we're gonna go to either like a Lowe's, Home Depot, or somewhere where I can get a pot and some soil, and we're gonna get these vegetables in a pot. I'll probably record so you guys can see. It's gonna be a process. I don't want y'all judging me. You have a green thumb and you know how to grow things really good. I don't want you to get out here like, oh, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. Well, you can. You can tell me I did something wrong, so I'll know. But just be nice. Just be nice. All right, so let me finish this makeup, and then we're gonna head to Glendale. And I'll show you my outfit. I'm really loving the scarf. It is a Verbsociety scarf, y'all. The first scarves to come out with Verbsociety. I will show you a little video clip of what it looks like, and it's so cute. But let me finish, and I'll be back. All right, so here's a quick video of my outfit today. We have on a dress, kind of like a sundress from Shein. And then I have my Kate Spade purse. I have my Verbsociety headband, which I was telling you about. We have the Ray-Ban glasses. I'm just wearing them for style. I won't be recording there. And then we have these little mesh shoes from Shein. And that is going to be it. Of course, I'm taking my lab coat because I have to go as a professional. And that is the outfit for today. So just wanted to show you guys a quick fit for today. All right, guys. So we have made it to the car. Good afternoon, babe.
Good afternoon.
How you feeling today?
It's actually morning, but whatever.
It is still morning. I'm talking about good afternoon. So I'm used to like talking to people on the East Coast that it's already afternoon when it's still morning for us.
Okay. I got you.
So I just want to have a little car chat today. Okay. I was thinking like to myself, really examining like, do I feel like I am in the place that God has me to be right now?
Now, when you say in the place, are you talking location? You got to be more specific. Yeah.
I'm saying just all around, like a location, spiritually, in my purpose, like everything. Am I in the place where God wants me to be right now? I guess I would be more focused on spiritually, because if you're spiritually where you need to be right now. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
what did you come up with?
I came up with, yes, I do feel that way. And you know, I had to think hard because I know that everybody wants to say yes. Yes is like where we want to, what we want to say, but I have to say through like the last couple weeks of like God working things out of me, showing me things that need to be changed. You know, do I think, obviously, yes, I still have a lot of work to do. But where I am now, I do feel like I'm in a place that God is pleased. And I think more so that because I have the heart posture that if there is something that needs to change, then I will change it. Like as soon as he shows me, like without delay. Okay. Yeah. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't think I am.
Okay.
And it's not from like a lack of like and no disobedience or nothing like that. Yeah. But it's just that I see areas and he highlight areas to me that I could be better, especially like in moments of prayer. Where I'll get distracted, or things like that, where I will get frustrated easily, and it's areas that I know that he like doubled down on, like, hey, you see that? Alright, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So in those areas, I know that there's work to do. And like, you know, it's only because he lets me know. So he's faithful in that way of letting me know that, son. And like you said, everybody has work to do.
Right.
But it's like in that moment of like, Lord, show me what's the area that I have to, you know, be better at, like, for the season. Because that's the thing. There's times that I would say last year this time I would be like, oh, I'm killing it with prayer.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I heard some Smith Wigglesworth quote, so it's not mine, said, if you're in the same place you were yesterday, you're backsliding. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a legalistic word. I get what he's saying. He's putting it on it, like, if you're there, like, say today, tomorrow, eventually you'll get comfortable because you think you've arrived.
So you guys, tell me, when you really examine yourself in this season, do you feel like you're in a place where God is pleased? Again, you're not perfect. You're not doing everything right.
Yeah.
That is not possible, okay? But do you feel like, in comparison to other seasons where you've been, are you pleased with where you are? I'm gonna go with these 3, and I need to find some potting soil. So let's go over, I guess, over here. I have no idea what to get. Garden soil? What is this? Oops. Organic garden soil. That is so big. Like, is there nothing smaller than that? Let's see. I mean, I ain't trying to have a huge garden right now. We starting with baby steps. Let's see. Topsoil. I don't know. Ideal for filling holes. I'm not trying to fill holes. I'm just trying to plant manure blend, man. I'm not working with that. All right, let's see what's over here. Potting mix. Okay, I think we're getting warmer. What is this? Moisture control potting mix. Protects against over and under watering. Feeds up to 6 months. Grow plant twice as big. All right, I'm gonna go with that. Let's see. Somebody else is getting him some stuff for the grill.
Yep.
All right, let me go look for some. I might need to go back outside. I'm looking for gloves and like gardening tools. Maybe back outside. It doesn't look like it's in here. I don't know what's in there. Let's go in there and see. It definitely feels better. I was looking for gardening tools, maybe all in one packet, but I don't see it, so I'm gonna have to get separate stuff. Like, I need the shovel. And I need some gloves. I don't see any gloves. Let's see. Go back this way. Let's see. Are these for gardening? I don't know. I'm gonna get them though. I don't know if those are made for gardening, but I'm getting them because I need some gloves to cover my hands. So I'm gonna keep looking, but I'm gonna get those for now. I'm so excited. Good morning. So it is another day. I don't even remember where I left off. But anyway, it is now Saturday, April the 12th, and it is a beautiful day. I don't know if you can see that sun shining in. It's so pretty today. Can't wait to get out. We're going to run a few errands. We like the protein shakes Herbalife, so we're going to be going to Herbalife and grab some protein powder. And then not sure what else we're going to do. I do know by the end of the day, I want to get out there and repot those plants. I think that's where I left off. We were probably picking up the stuff from Home Depot. But anyway, I'm going to work on that. And then I'm probably going to end the vlog because it's Saturday and it'll be time to start a new one on tomorrow. So yeah, we're going to get out and enjoy this beautiful Saturday. I hope that you are enjoying your Saturday as well. And let's go. I forgot to show you guys my outfit for today. It is a spring dress because it's nice and warm outside. So this teal color dress is from Amazon. I will link it below. It's very comfy. It's that kind of material that like looks wrinkled all the time anyway. But yeah, I probably could have steamed it, but it's just gonna get back wrinkled like that. So that is a dress. We have on some Gucci sandals. I also have on a Gucci scarf around my head. And then jewelry is these LV earrings, and let's see, purse is this Fendi purse. And then let's put it down. We have some jewelry. I have some bracelets on, little gold ring. I need to do my nails, but I haven't done them. And then we have these Amazon shades. So I'll link the stuff below. And yeah, this is the look for today. Nice and springy. All right, so we have made it to the car and we are out and about in this beautiful weather. How are you feeling today, Keon?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Are you loving this LA weather?
Every day.
I know. This is sunny California.
Yep.
You know, we had a couple days. It's been a while though when we was having the rain and the weather that just didn't seem like.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, this is what we love, and yeah, this is what we love. And it's spring. Love spring. Hence the spring colors. I'm wearing some color today, guys. Not just neutrals. Or pink. I do wear pink a lot. I'm actually wearing a different color.
You surprised too?
I know. But I actually do like teal a lot as well. So we are heading to, where is Herbalife, babe? I was telling me we were going to get a protein shake.
It is near, I think I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's not Commerce. It is like, it's near Inglewood. Let's just say.
Near Inglewood.
It's not in Inglewood, but it's near.
It's near Inglewood. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, heading near the Inglewood area. I'm just happy to be out and about. I'm just happy to be enjoying this beautiful day that God has given us.
Yeah, she only come outside on Thursdays and Saturdays, and Sunday.
Yeah, Thursday, Saturday, Sundays. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm usually working all day. So I usually tend to stay inside. But catch me on a Thursday, a Saturday, or a Sunday, and sometimes I will be outside. Yeah, not even every Thursday, but weekends. Yeah, usually weekends I get to enjoy being out.
Go to the market. I call it, Miss Gladys.
Yeah, Miss Gladys. You know Miss Gladys. If y'all don't know about Miss Gladys, you're going to have to watch some of the other videos to find out about Miss Gladys. But that's my old lady name, and that's Cletus. Is it Cletus or Cleophas?
I don't know. Whatever, I don't know.
I think I'm going to go with Cleophas. That sounds a little worse than Cletus.
So whichever one sounds worse.
Yep. If your name is Cleophas, I do apologize.
I hope your name ain't Cleophas.
I know. If it is, you can't help it because you didn't name yourself.
I know.
But anyway, yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of this day, and we will be back a little later.
So you're not going to even mention that Bible study was dope?
Of course, guys. How can I forget? Last night we had Bible study. Oh, my goodness. It was so good.
Real Talk Live.
It's called Real Talk Live. I think I mentioned before that we used to do Real Talk when we were on the East Coast for several years. Yeah. And so we just recently started it again here on the West Coast. But the beautiful thing about it is the people from the East Coast can now join via video.
Yeah,
and
first time virtual.
Yeah, it's our first time virtual. It was great. You did a great job. Everyone.
I wasn't saying it for that.
Sure.
For real, I was saying it because of the people. Like,
yeah.
I was just telling her that it was great to see some of the people we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah. And just to just to bring everybody together. To have so many people on video joining this meeting from all over the country, to be honest with you, was just like so amazing. I just was like, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. But it was absolutely amazing. I cannot wait till next Friday. I'll insert a little. I didn't do a whole lot of footage because I was just really enjoying the moment. But I will insert like a little few clips. You do have some? Okay, yeah, we'll insert some footage just so you can see what we're talking about. But yeah, I will also link in the description the Google Meet link. So if you ever want to join, then hop right on. You're welcome. Everyone's welcome. But anyway, yeah, so that was amazing. And check out the footage.
And so that way y'all be able to join the Verb gang, you know, so that'll be the GLAM fam, which I am not a part of.
Yes, he wants to make that clear.
Merge
with the Verb gang,
which I am the part of.
He is the CEO of, to be exact. So yeah, this is the GLAM fam merging with Verb gang. Real talk, everything combined, just coming together, because all of it is to bring God glory.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I think Verb just brings it in from a different walk of life.
Yeah.
And then GLAM fam also brings it in from a different walk of life. You got people that like makeup and all that stuff.
Yeah. People like makeup, bags, technology. It just reviews, Amazon. Exactly. You know, whatever. It just brings it all together.
From O's world.
Yes. You know. We bring it all together. So I got some good stuff coming, guys. I got a review of an item that I'm really excited about coming, but you're gonna have to stay tuned. Stay tuned. Got some collaborations coming. Stay tuned. Some collabs. We got some collabs coming, so stay tuned, guys. I don't know about that, but hey, we're doing a little something. But we'll be back. We'll be back shortly once we get to Herbalife. See, we ended up at Marshall's, so just doing some looking here. A pretty color. This is cute. I'm going to try that on. Well, looks like the large is not quite working. Maybe an extra large, because this whole belly situation here. But that is so cute. Next stop is Old Navy. I want to see if they have jellies. I was seeing that jellies were really going to be in again this season. And I heard they have them in here for $13, so we're going to see. Cute. I think these dresses are cute. They're 50% off. They're good to just throw on like during the spring and summer. And so I am for sure going to get some colors of these. Alright, so this is the large. Not bad. I actually think it fits good. I brought some extra larges too, but I think I might go with the large. Let me try on the extra large and see if how it looks, or see if it looks too big. This is the extra large. Actually, this is good too. Like, it gives me more space. I think I like the extra large, just so I can feel comfortable. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the extra large. I like it. Nice comfy dress to throw on during the summer, during the spring. And I got my jelly. we are still going. We just left the Grove. I did go to Charlotte Tilbury and got some more lip gloss, the Pillow Talk. And I was going to do a haul, but I'm tired. We've been going all day. And so when I get home, I'm going to chill. So I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. I did get 4 dresses from Old Navy, 2 pairs of jellies, Pillow Talk, 1 shirt from Marshalls, some kitchen stuff from Marshalls, and I think that's it. Oh, and then you saw the nails and the little finger pads that I want to try with makeup. But that was all of my things for today, and yeah, I'm not gonna do a haul, but I do thank you guys for watching, and we're gonna wrap it up. I will see you guys again next time, and hope you're having a great weekend. Bye.